lines, one day onlys, treats like that. Like for instance, new from Philosophy coming up.
Oh, I thought it was the jacket.
No, the jacket's now too. But Philosophy's going to be here, and we're going to actually share with you the answer to this question. Why on Instagram was Marilyn Meyer from Philosophy kissing a giant gingerbread man? We will explain. Again, so many reasons to keep watching. However, this is what I am wearing, and it is also another great reason, hopefully if you've kept watching, to stay tuned, because this is something extremely special that Denim & Company does not do a lot. Denim & Company is they're our really pride and joy house brand here at QVC, and whereas you may have gotten to know them through t-shirts and capris and lifestyle casual clothing, every once in a while they come along with what feels like limited edition pieces that are really elevated and quite special. There's only one order of the year for this, and right now we are debuting for October the 5 Easy Pay. This is a lamb leather jacket. This is not fake leather, faux leather. This is not pleather. This is a all lamb leather jacket from Denim & Company that is so soft it's like liquid, and we're going to take you through the colors. This delights me beyond words, just because I think it is incredibly show-stopping, and sometimes I think when you splurge on pieces, they should feel very show-stopping. So I've popped on the black. That is a no-brainer for how just luxe and great it is. And we're gonna walk you through the lines of the jacket because it's a zip front jacket. And the funny thing is I'm not even normally a leather jacket girl, but when done the right way, well, I'll explain why that is in a second. But nonetheless, here's the black, all 100% lamb leather. Here, how beautiful is this? Deep burgundy. And better still is the contrast with the burnished antique gold tone zip. The paneling, the seaming, almost like a little peplum kind of flare along the waistline. It's just really done quite nicely. Again, Easy Pay is the way to do this one, and you can now thanks to the Easy Pay on your screen. Here is brand new Cognac Brown. Completely favoriting here the spice red, which I mean, honestly, that is the perfect shade of red ever. Perfect. Here is True Olive. Here is Navy. And then very limited, but also very popular is the New Stone, which is actually a very, very decadently creamy ivory. So I'm gonna go to the girls so that you can kind of see, excuse me, the details on this one. So let me start with this. Jackie's a perfect example of this. So I don't normally gravitate towards leather jackets because a lot of times they're, for me, too long, so they feel like outerwear and not something that I could keep on when I'm inside. B, they are boxy. They don't have a cute little shape to them. And those two things right off the bat are not even possible with this jacket because she's got it zipped up, which is perfect because you can even more so see that beautiful, coveted shape that's happening. First of all, they did all of these tricks of the eye with the seaming and the princess seams, vertical, horizontal, that really like chisel the torso. But when Jackie turns around, you're gonna see this added oomph, which is the way they did the seaming almost gives the jacket a like little slight feel of a little peplum, not the true peplum that you see that's kind of flouncy and skirted, but like it does give a little bit of an A-line propriety. Here's why that is critical, because first of all, it helps to accentuate the cute shape in this, so you could treat it more like an indoor leather blazer, not like just outerwear. But the other critical to that is that just right where things start to get a little voluptuous for us ladies, around the hips, where it starts to go, hey now, it's cut with a slight A-line propriety so that it can give away. It can break away over the hips and not be tight and awkward. So that means if you do want to zip it up, it's not going to be tight and awkward. A day in the olive. is really great, just over an otherwise black ensemble. That is a over the knee all suede Soul Society boot that's completely brand new that's coming up. But back to the lamb leather, a couple other things. Ooh, it's so soft. Lamb leather is really the most premium in the leather world. So you will find that it's incredibly supple and soft. It's not stiff and really kind of beefy and almost waxy like some leathers. The other thing I want to call out is there's some light shoulder padding in the jacket, and it's purely meant to give the shape of the shoulders area kind of that beautiful frame, so that the jacket really, I mean, it's really beautifully done. Here's the other thing I want to point out if you're short, sweet, and petite. The jacket has these little slits in the sleeve, so you can do this makeshift cuff or rollback. I'm going to kind of walk you through the colors again, because some of them are getting really limited, and one of them, that cognac, is completely new to this collection. The backstory on this is that when it debuted, because it's kind of clearly a more expensive and definitely more elevated piece for the typical Denim and Company assortment, that, for instance, we only, we weren't going to go back to this well a million times this year. Much like the Geely heel, we want it to feel like a special piece in the line. So today, bringing you what we have remaining in the one order that we placed of the year for this one. And this spice red is extremely popular. As I unzip it too, so you can just see. The whole interior of the jacket is all lined in satin. Now, back down here, again, I'm wearing the black. The next to that, what Jackie was in was what we call deep burgundy, which has a real plum, a very deep grapey Bordeaux feel to it. Cognac, as we said, newer to the collection, just unbelievable to close your eyes and almost feel like you're feeling silk. That's how soft it is. A day is in the olive, which is it's a gorgeous true olive. Then over here, showing you what we call new stone, very extremely limited here. And then we call it navy. And I have to say that sometimes navies are too dark in my book, so they almost are hard to distinguish from black, or they're too bright in my book, so they look a little too like cobalt instead of like a rich navy. That's a very long-winded way of saying this is Navy's navy. Like, this is navy. It is awesome. So there's that. And I just want to encourage you too, especially since for the money, this is not some drop in the bucket. This is clearly an investment piece, something that you're going to get and then keep in your wardrobe for years to come. Let me just encourage you. You could certainly, obviously, wear this as outerwear, but I would really like to encourage you to treat it kind of like an innerwear leather blazer sometimes in your wardrobe, because the cut of it you can. And the feel of it, maybe I'll take the spice red to show you this. The feel of this, I know I do, that in leathers that they're gonna be a very heavy garment. Lamb leather is an incredibly microfine, soft and supple, almost like a lighter weight leather. So, the whole jacket, to be clear, doesn't feel like a hefty outerwear piece. It just feels like a little indoor leather jacket. So, and you're gonna see, because one last shot of a day will show you, I'll walk over. That peplum effect that I was talking about, and this is perfect too, because if you turn around, girlfriend, it's not only that breakaway that gives for the hips, but you see the coverage. This is her natural waistline, and it goes all the way down here. So it's not a shorty, it's not a cropped, it's just the cut. I'm just gonna end with this. In my book, jackets, the cut is everything. Everything, right? It's the I don't care if it's a print or a solid or a leather or a fabric, if it's expensive, if it's cheap. The cut is everything. And if the cut is wrong, I'm out. So the cut here is super right. And this is the only order of the year. The easy pay is $39 and change. And we have an Ask PM style question. Don't forget, you can always go on Facebook and ask us anything you want. Anything. So Valerie would like to know, what's the easiest way to mix wine and blush colors into a winter wardrobe? Valerie, good question, but it's kind of funny that you asked that, because I don't know about you, but I actually am seeing wine and blush colors styled together this season. So it's so funny because that's actually what I'm doing. I'm using wines and burgundies and bordeauxs and those fleshy, blushy, pinky colors, styling them together. So what I would say is, and what I think is the most attractive, is to do like the darker color, the wine, the bordeaux in the outer, like in a cardigan, in a blazer, in a ruana, and then use the blush color as the lighter accent in the top or the blouse or the t-shirt. Anyway, just a tip. But yes, if there were any doubt, loving those two colors mixed together in the same outfit. Very modern, very happening right now. All right, so as we go into our second hour of this show, we have more